Okay, so what's the problem that we're trying to solve? We want to make this page, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. So we want to put some collapse on this and make it more, we want to hide this text, and once I click on this, it's gonna open this accordion and show me some content. So I discovered this iron collapse element, and I'm gonna try to use it, okay? I'm just gonna try to use it on a separate page. I don't want to like confuse you all with like lots of code, so I'm just gonna create a new directory, like collapse, like this. Actually, I already have this. Collapse. So I don't have anything on this folder. First, I'm gonna create my bar.json file. There you have it. No dependencies, but I want the iron collapse, so let me install that. It didn't show on my dependencies list because I forgot to put save. Just putting that. Cool. So now I have the dependency listed. When other developer tries to run this project, it will know that it needs to fetch this dependency. We can go to Bower components. We have web components.js, we have Polymer, and we have iron collapse. We can check their folder. They have like this index.html. What is this? This is just like some imports. There's probably nothing on this page. Then we have this iron collapse. This sounds like the core file that I want to import, and I have this demo over here. So let me just go ahead and open this demo and see what happens. Polymer, collapse. So I have this folder list, bar components, iron collapse, / demo. This is the demo that is running on the website, right? I'm not familiar with this component. I'm not sure what is the API, how can I import this. So I'm just gonna check it out, the demo, and try to figure out what's going on. They are importing the web components.js, that's cool. They are importing this iron collapse file, and they are importing this demo CSS, so I guess this is just to make it prettier. They have some styling going on, and they have some classes, some on-click, on toggle, and all that. And they are using like this. They have this iron collapse element and this other iron collapse element. Cool, so the first thing I'm noticing is like, how can I import this one? So they're just going back one, the parent folder and the iron collapse file. This one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and import on the same way they are doing. So let me create an index.html. Which points to Bower components, iron collapse, and iron collapse.html, right? Okay, I think I imported. I'm gonna check the documentation to see what happens here. Okay, I'll just copy this and see what's gonna happen. Go back to my main file. So nothing happened at all. And my content, it's not showing. The content goes here. And this is why this is because Iron Collapse, it's hiding this content. And I want to, when something happens, I want it to show, right? So let me go back to documentation. And this have this weird syntax called like toggle. Not sure what is this. They have like this element, some properties, some methods. Let me check it out, this toggle method. I'm going to create this one script. Actually, let me try to do this on the console. Now I have the element. I'm going to try to call this method, and something happened, right? It showed. So that's interesting. They have this toggle method. They have hide show. Let me just try it with show. No. Yeah. Toggle if something like goes back and forth. So that's good. And at least now I know how to run this, and seems to be working. I'm going back to my code, to that folder that I was working yesterday. So it's HTML imports. I have my element over here that generates that. I have this other one that generates this table of contents. And what I'm gonna do is collapse each one of those paragraphs, and it needs to be related to the subtitle. Okay, so let me go to that folder. Let's install Iron components here. Iron Collapse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and install that. Nice. I'm not gonna use this element anymore. The element that I was using yesterday. And let me import the Iron Collapse now. Okay. We remove this element, it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so where should I put this Iron Collapse element? Yeah, we need to wrap those things, right? The H2. The H2 is the button. Right. The H2 is the button, so we need to collapse the paragraph. And I need some way to reference this H2 to this ID over here. So I'm just gonna change this ID to 1, and this one can be like href or I can change this to a link and use this in href, something like this. So let me try to, once I click on this link, this is what should open. Just gonna go ahead and put some scripts in the middle of the page just to see if this is gonna work or not. Fire, collapse. Collapse. Just that. Okay, it showed and disappeared. I want this to work once I click on this button. So I'm gonna grab that link. I need to add event listener. And I don't want this to go to a different page, so I need to prevent the default value of link, which is going to an anchor or a different page. So I'm just going to prevent default this event. And once I click on that, I will try to show. A little bit better, right?
Why would they build that function when it just shows
Why?
it and goes away?
I don't know.
Why is it?
We're probably doing something wrong that we can fix in a little bit. So I'm just gonna have this script to work for every single content on my page. So let me just move that to the bottom. First, let me get the href. So I don't need to e.target. Let's see what we have here. So e.target is the link, right? I want to get the href from that link to show it here. Also down here, better. Okay, so this is my link. Let me see what things I have here. I have hash. I have href, which is like the full path. So this is not very good. I have the ID1 link. I think for this case, I'm just gonna use hash because it has the information that I want. And it already has with this hash in front of that. So that's pretty good. So let me move this. Not the on link. Collapse. So I'm just gonna query selector this. Does this make sense for you? Or not? You got what I'm trying to do? So first, I'm getting the iron collapse. I only have one on my page, so that's fine. And it has this ID one. But what I want is I want to do this for all the pages, all the iron collapses that I have and all the links that I have. So instead of just getting this one, I will get the one that has the same href as this. So I just want to make sure that if somebody puts this as an href and it matches with this one, then I want to open this one. So now that we got this from the link, behavior is going to be the same. It's supposed to be the same. It's a little bit less hard-coded. So now I can just go ahead and do this for all the iron collapses. So I'm gonna wrap those paragraphs with this iron collapse element, and they should all have an ID. So this is gonna be 2. This instead of h2 is gonna be link href2. So you got the idea? This one references to this one. This is actually href. This is going to be link. And I'll start doing this for all of them. You got the idea. I'm just going to delete this. So I have hrefs that reference each one of the ones that I want to. So I'm just going to go ahead, get all the links from my page, right? Query selector all the links. And I need to add event listeners for all the links. And this is what I want to run for all the links, right? I'm gonna give you some minutes to digest this.